Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, the 19th of August. So when I started this channel, I said that I was going to share more behind the scenes of running my brand, and it is the 19th of August and I'm starting to panic a little bit that I haven't thought about Christmas yet. I'm going to start planning my autumn winter range, obviously Christmas being a massive part of that, and I thought that I would try and film a vlog, if you like, my process of pulling together the collection, so you can see a bit more about what goes in behind the scenes and my thought process, and yeah, how I try and juggle it as a one-woman show, and how the collection comes together. So if you're watching this video, I've got my act together and the collection has already been released, which hopefully will be the end of September. But that's also what I need to do today. I need to put some dates in my diary so I actually have a schedule to work to. Anyway, so it is August, and it seems crazy to be thinking about Christmas in August, but ideally I'd be working a bit further ahead than 3 months. But because I make everything myself at the moment, and I also have this YouTube channel, I have a podcast, which was just, season 2 has just finished. So along with all that and the admin of running a brand, etc., it's just got pushed further and further back. Unfortunately, the last few months have been really busy, so I haven't really had much of a chance to think further ahead than what's happening like in the next few days, in the next week, etc. So I need to get my act together and I need to start planning. I'm gonna just take you along with me, really. The first thing I do when planning anything new is get on good old Pinterest and make myself a mood board. So for Christmas imagery, I need to get out of my head that it's Christmas, because it's not just Christmas, it's also autumn winter. For things like inspiration boards and things like that, I tend to make private boards. On my Pinterest channel, I actually have quite a lot of private boards just to give me ideas and things I'm going to do. So for example, I have a board in case I see things that I want to try and make on my YouTube channel. So here's my Christmas board. So this is what I've got so far. I started putting this together late the other night, and basically I'm kind of torn between going for a quite like minimal Scandi theme type Christmas, or whether to go for quite a traditional homemade homegrown feel, things like quite autumnal. To be honest, I think this Christmas, I don't know about you, but I feel like most of us, the important things to us this Christmas are going to be spending time with our loved ones, and because of what's happened this year, it might be slightly harder to get out to the shops and to get out for, you know, it's quite hard to predict what the winter's going to be like. So I feel like more people are going to be wanting to stay inside. There's going to be more like home baked goods, more like slower staying in while the weather is cold and rainy. I don't often add new products to my product range. I often add more like limited edition things to my product range. So this year I'm looking at doing 2 collections. In the past, I just had one collection all year round. I just add limited edition pieces into it, add new fabrics when I found them. But this year I decided to change the way I did things and keep the same basic collection, my essentials collection, and then have a seasonal range which changes by season. Things like my bento bags and that kind of thing are in my seasonal range, and currently they are in really bright summer colours. We've got pinks, we've got yellows, we've got blues, we've got navy. So moving into the next season, I'm going to keep all those existing products, but I think I'm going to just change the colours of the fabrics to bring them a little bit more neutral, a little bit more greens, reds. And this will be my 3rd Christmas this year running Agnes London. In the past, I've done market stalls in the run-up to Christmas, which have been really busy, but I don't know whether that is going to happen this year. So, but I've been thinking about kind of limited edition things that I can do just for Christmas. So yeah, so I'm thinking about potentially adding a few new products to the range for Christmas. This will be my 3rd Christmas running Agnes London. The first year I did Christmas, I had people emailing me asking if I was going to do a Christmas range or what I had coming up for Christmas. And my thoughts were and have always been that I don't want to do a Christmas specific collection, because the brand I'm trying to build, I want to sell and make products that you can use all year round. I want to create something that maybe reminds you of Christmas, but you can use it other months of the year. You can't, it doesn't go into storage until November, December. And then last year, my thoughts were the same, but I had a little last minute panic that I hadn't done anything different for Christmas. So I did add in some subtle Christmas prints. So this year, there's going to be no Christmas specific prints, but we are going to do an autumn winter collection. So back to my mood board. So once I've put together my Pinterest board, and I'm going to keep adding to this, I think, so you can already see some colours that are starting to jump out in this. We've got some greens, we've got some like naturals, we've got some browns. Then what I like to do is put together my own mood board. So I pull out some key images and then some colours. So this is one I put together quickly the other day. So we've got some homemade decorations, homemade treats, and then I've picked out, using my colour picker tool, I've just picked out some key colours that I like from the page to create my colour palette. I try and just stick to 3 or 4 colours because I don't want an overwhelming collection. So navy, I already have navy fabric, so that's great. I can carry that fabric over from this season, and that'll mean that I won't waste any of it. And then I want to add in a darker red, quite similar to the red that I already use for my napkins and for my tea towels. Also going to introduce a green and a natural as well. So now I have my mood board planned out. That informs the kind of products I do, the colours for my fabrics, and also it's going to help when I work with a photographer. It's going to I can send it to them and they are going to get the vibe that I want for the collection. And also it's going to give me some ideas of what content to create for YouTube as well. So I've done a quick mind map about Christmas, and I'll probably add more to it as well. One thing that I wanted to do this Christmas was I wanted to give customers the option of adding a Christmas card to their order. In the past, I get quite a lot of people leaving gift messages, and also if people aren't seeing friends or loved ones as much as Christmas, I think it'd be really nice to just buy the gift and the card goes in with it and that's done. So I'm working with a friend of mine who's really good at illustration and makes her own Christmas cards each year. So hopefully I can get them added to the site as well. And Christmas is a really busy time for me. Normally when I'm making orders, I try and handwrite my notes to every person I send them to. Unfortunately, when it gets to Christmas time and those last few weeks are on, that has taken so much time when I have loads of orders on. So what I think I'm going to do this year is just get a card made up, like a Christmas card from Agnes LDN, that I can pop in all orders. And then in terms of new products, I also asked my followers what they would like to see. So I posted some stories about my autumn winter collection. Also thinking about doing a stocking as well, like a nice, quite simple one, like a really good quality made from linen or something like that. And something I've wanted to do for the last few years is a reusable advent calendar. So I'm thinking of doing that as well. So I'll show you, so I need to do some samples for them. Oh, also another thing that I was thinking of doing is recently I posted a video onto my Instagram channel where I made these linen pajamas, and several people have said to me that they would be interested in purchasing those pajamas. So I haven't sold clothing before and I don't really have any intention to, but I thought pajamas might be a nice gift for Christmas time. So I'm thinking of doing a limited run of pajamas and using any leftover fabrics I have from my spring summer collection to make them as well. I want to make them as size inclusive as possible, so I need to work on some patterns for those and get some samples made up, I think, and get them added to my range. Anyway, I've rambled on enough, so I'm going to leave that here, but So I also need to figure out which fabrics I'm going to order for this range. So I have a whole range of fabric samples here, including some of the fabrics that I already use in my collections now. So I am just going to try and do a little like range plan of what new products I want to add to the range, and then plan out which fabrics I'm going to order them in, so I'm going to make them in, so I know which fabrics I need to order more of, what I've already got that I can use, and yeah, which new ones I'm going to introduce. And if there's any like special products that I need to think of, it's because it's like it's getting to the end of August now, so I really need to get a move on and start planning this out and leave myself time to make samples and order the fabric as well. So yeah, I'm just going to put a little range plan and try and plan out any extra products I'm going to add to the range for autumn and Christmas. So it is now the 15th of October, and the last time I filmed anything for this new collection vlog was the 28th of August, so a little while ago. I have been working on the new collection behind the scenes. I have been quite busy though, because over the last few months it's been my birthday and then we moved, as you can probably tell. And what else happened? Yeah, I've just been busy like with orders and stuff, and like I've said before, it is just me working on the brand. So anyway, progress has been made. I finally got all the fabrics that I want. I think I've got 3 more rolls being delivered tomorrow. I've also set a date for when I want the collection to launch, which is going to be the 20th of October, which is next Tuesday. So it's a Thursday today and then it's next Tuesday. So I have a lot of work to do between now and then. So if you're watching this, the collection has hopefully already launched. I'll give you a quick update on where we're at so far. Most of these samples are done. At least like one colourway in every item is done. And most of those I've started to send off to the photographer. So my friend is a really good photographer. I'll pop her details in the link below, and I sent a few pieces from this collection to her to get some like mood imagery for me, and yeah, she's sent me back a few already and I'm really excited because they look really good, so I can't wait to see the rest of them. But yeah, as I said, I'm cutting it a bit fine because the remainder of my fabrics arrive tomorrow, and then I want to get all my product shots done, ready to get it all up on the website, ready for Tuesday. But yeah, I managed to get all the fabrics that I wanted in the end. This year has been a little bit of a struggle to get fabrics because obviously a lot of the mills in Europe closed throughout the kind of spring and summer, so even though most of them are reopened now, there's still like a backlog of orders, so fabrics are taking a little bit longer to come through. So let me talk you through all the fabrics. So you would have just seen me trying to put together my range plan, and since then I found more fabrics that I really like. Some of them were quite expensive and I decided to just go for it and get them anyway. So some fabrics that I'm really excited about. I think I showed you before when I was putting together my Christmas mood board, and then I picked out the key colours, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a really like off, no you totally can't see that, there's like an off-white, so we've got a navy blue, a burnt red, a green and an off-white. Those are like the 4 main colours which influences my fabric choices as well. I have found this linen supplier which I am very excited about, and I sent them my mood board and they have hand dyed these linens for me. So this is the off-white one, and what I really like about this linen is I think I'll just keep it as a staple in my collections, and then I'll use it for things like napkins, furoshiki wraps, pyjamas, that kind of thing. And yeah, this colour I think would just be a really nice staple, and then I'll just maybe change the colour of the stitching depending on the themes of that collection. So for example, this collection we're going to have some green stitching detail on it to bring in that kind of Christmassy wintry element. Then we've got the navy, which I love, and also green as well, which I will insert a picture of because I don't have it to hand. So yeah, they were hand dyed especially for me, which I was really happy with. They came really quickly. I'm going to use it for napkins. Some more feedback that I had from you guys when I asked on my Instagram stories what you would like to see this Christmas. Plain wraps were quite a common one. The only thing is because linen's such a quality fabric, and because obviously it's been hand dyed as well, it was quite expensive, which means that the price of the wraps will reflect that. But then it's a reusable item that you can use again and again. And if they're the plain colour ones, then they won't just be like Christmas focused. You can reuse them for birthday presents and any other kind of gifting, or like reuse them in your home to wrap up bread and things like that. So yeah, the uses are endless for them. Also, it's going to be used for pyjamas as well. One of the products that I'm the most excited about from this collection. So that was the linen, and then I wanted a few printed fabrics. So I've got this navy hand woven cotton. I know it's not particularly Christmassy because it's navy, but I think this looks like snow. And also this is an autumn winter collection. It's not just for Christmas, it's for the whole autumn winter season. So that is going to be used on things like the advent calendars. It's also going to be used on the stockings. So we'll have a stocking that matches. I may make some wraps out of it as well if I have some left over. So yes, so I may as well, while I've got it, show you the advent calendars. So originally I was trying to hand stitch the numbers on, but I just couldn't get it looking neat enough because I don't have a embroidery machine. I just have a sewing machine and it just didn't look consistent enough. So this is backed onto a plain organic cotton, and then there is a pocket for every day in the run up to Christmas. So the first 20 pockets are smaller, and then I made the last 4 bigger so you can get more treats in the final pockets in the run up to Christmas. So we have this in a navy, a green and a red option as well. So you have 2 more Christmassy options, and then we've also got the stockings to match, which are made from the same fabrics. So you'll be able to get these personalised, you'll be able to get a whatever letter you want on them as well. And then they've got this little, they've got a hanging tag, and then they've got this little cuff around the top so they look like stockings. So yeah, you can get them to match your advent calendar in the red as well and in the blue. So hopefully the red and the green are a bit more festive. And then for the furoshiki wraps, I brought some remnant fabric. So I've got this nice blue, which is quite similar to the other blue. It's got a slightly bigger pattern on it. So I really like buying remnant fabric as I feel like it reduces the fabric waste. It's a bit cheaper, but it does, however, mean that you can't always guarantee that you can get more of it. So then we've got this nice white check as well, and this another iCat style print, which again, quite subtly festive. I think would be nice for Christmas, but also you can use all year round. So I just have limited stock of those. So then yeah, I've got this red hand woven cotton, which is going to be used on the advent calendars and the stockings, as I showed you before. And then possibly one of my favourite fabrics is this green check cotton. So I had this in a blue before in napkins and they sold really well. You will love them, but it is quite a pricey fabric, so I don't buy it too often. I may make napkins out of this. I haven't decided yet. We shall see. If you want napkins that are green check, then let me know in the comments below. Another product that I'm quite excited about. So basically one of my friends makes a lot of snacks and she messaged me saying she needed a bag like this. So I made her a custom one and then decided that I loved it so much that I would make more and release them as well. So at the moment they're just called like a pie carrier tote, but I think I need to think of a better name for them. So this is the green version. So it is a square bag. So this is like the perfect size for like a dinner plate. I may do more sizes, and then you pop a plate in it and then you hold the handles up and it keeps the plate flat and then keeps the top of the bag away from whatever you've got on the plate. So say you need to like transport cakes or snacks or anything like that, and you can do that. So that is going to be available in the green check. It's also going to be available in a navy tencel as well. So talking about the navy tencel, as you may be aware if you're familiar with my product range, I currently have 2 tencel aprons available. One has sold out, which was the yellow one, which was from my summer collection, and then there was a navy one which I've decided to carry over from the summer collection into the winter collection, and I am adding a green option for the winter collection as well. I've also decided to do a green, navy and red tea towel set. Again, had the red tea towels in last season, so they will carry over, and then we will add in the green and the navy in the same fabric. Let me show you these, which I think you are gonna love. And it is pajamas. So like the ones I previously posted on a YouTube video, as I was saying before, a lot of you were interested in buying them, so I've decided to release a limited range for Christmas. Sorry, these are a bit creased because I had them all packed up to go to my photographer, but this is the green version in that green linen that I talked about before. So they are going from small to extra large at the moment, and if there is demand for more, then I can definitely make them in bigger sizes or smaller sizes. But yeah, I will put a detailed size guide on the website, so hopefully it'll be fairly straightforward to understand what size you need, as these will be made to order. The top in the green, frill around the bottom hem, and then it has ties on the shoulders as well. So that is a matching set. And also what I think will be useful, and I'm thinking of doing on the website, is adding the option to mix and match sizes. So if you feel like you're a small on the top and a medium on the bottom, then I think you should totally be able to get 2 different sizes in a set. Then we've got the navy option and the navy top as well. So yeah, these 2 are going to my photographer now. It's also going to be available in red, and I'm thinking in the pastel stripe that is left over from last season. So like the ones that I made on my YouTube channel, it'll also be available in that fabric. So I talked about it earlier in the video, going with meditation cushions, and I've decided not to do that. I just haven't found any fabrics that I love enough, and they take up a lot of room because I have to buy like a massive stack of buckwheat poles, and if I don't think I'm going to sell them, then they take up a lot of space. And obviously with moving in the last few months, I haven't wanted to move too much more stuff, so I've been trying not to get too many more supplies in to move. Yeah, I feel like this year for Christmas, my focus with a lot of my products is that they're not just for this Christmas. You know, I want to provide things that are reusable for years and years and years to come, and you know, hopefully have a bit of meaning and have a bit more of a story behind them. And I hope that that has come across in this video. I know that there was a month here that I completely missed out, but hopefully that has given you an idea of my process of putting together a new collection. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below on the new collection. And also one thing that I haven't already mentioned is that the napkins are going to have some stitching detail on. So yeah, I'm going to do some Christmas trees and some stars, and I think that was it. I think I tried to do mistletoe and just didn't work out, so I think we're sticking with Christmas trees and stars. So there'll be the option to buy the napkins plain, or there'll be the option to buy them with the stitching on them as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week with another video. Make sure you head over to my website and check out the new collection and leave me some feedback, because I would love to hear what you think. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video, and if you enjoyed this format of a more vlog style video or more behind the scenes, then let me know, as it might be fun to create some more of them for you. See you next week. Bye.